So the RX100 of ours, we got the engine opened because we wanted to do some piston work. I mean, increase the power of the bike. So we are thinking of going for a Shogun setup, Shogun piston setup. Eventually, the Shogun piston was a bit bigger than what they had. So Shogun is a 110cc. We right now have done it a 115cc 115 RX, the RX 115, which comes abroad in Malaysia and different countries, Japan, Malaysia, and all this stuff. So the turner of ours, he told us go for a 115cc setup. So we have eventually got a 115cc piston, which is a lot. It is a lot bigger than the 75 number piston that we had. So this is the 115cc piston. Is the same piston. The pockets come smaller. You have to open the reeds a little bit. I mean the piston a little bit, piston hole of the reeds. And eventually this piston is 54 mm. This is a 75 number piston which directly goes in. So it's become a lot bigger than what it eventually was and what we eventually made it. So you see this piston, the block is not ported. The block is just done a little bit torque so here in the inlet ports. So this is a 75 number piston, which is eventually there is so much of play in it. So we got this piston installed into it, which is a 115. So let's see how it goes. We are planning to do some slight porting over here and here as well, making the ports better, polishing it a bit so it eventually runs good. Yeah, the piston is a bit tight. Since it's a new piston, I have to free it. And exhaust is the stock size. We're just trying to do something. So the head slightly face it. We eventually have to face this also. The head open it a little bit bigger on the side because it is 54 mm now. So we have to get this 54.5 done, set up. Since this piston is the RX100 piston which sits in properly, the 115 piston is a lot bigger. It will eventually hit the head. This is big, this is small. We have to eventually pull it in the side, and even the RX100 packing, what comes, the head gasket, the packing, you have to open it a bit on the sides. That you'll have to do with a blade or something or get it polished. If you put a stock RX100 piston, it's going to be stock RX100 packing is going to be inside, and it's going to have a lot of problems in riding, and the piston will hit it. Yeah, the sleeve is, the board is done very nicely. The ports look open now, but thoda bahut karna padega. Eventually, because of this, the sleeve is come like I think 2-3 mm only, which you can see over here. Let's see how it goes. After this, if it goes fail or it doesn't run, I'll be putting a Shogun piston. Which Shogun piston is so small in size, and for Shogun piston I'll have to eventually face the block from here and do the stuff. But let's see how it goes, how this piston goes, how it runs. I'll be semi-porting the block a little bit, go and polishing it. And the ports are nicely opened, but opening it a bit more according to the piston size because it's now 54 mm. Inlet also we'll try doing shaving this a bit, both the sides a bit only, not much. Let's see how it goes.